Sam Rockwell?
No. Yeah, oh, I'd love to see Sam Rockwell's butt. Sam Rockwell's awesome.
Does this recognize?
That's not a butt.
No, she sent me that.
That's her
We are on
her-
YouTube, by the way.
blowing a
Here we
fucking.
go again.
Yeah, that's a good butt.
I know.
It's a good butt.
I'm aware.
Who took the picture?
She did with her laptop.
So what? So why?
Why are we on? Are we doing this?
We're on YouTube.
Yeah, we're doing this. So why aren't you hitting that?
We need to stop with the live.
No.
We're not live on YouTube. There it is. Now we're live.
All right.
Enough.
Enough is
But
enough.
for real though,
I don't need any trouble in my life.
this isn't trouble at all.
Is
This-
trouble.
No,
No.
this is trouble.
It's real.
This is trouble. All right.
The internet can totally see you now. To stop. Shut up.
I love it though.
All right.
This is my favorite.
You
The
good?
vulnerability.
I'm
of
fine.
You ready?
People.
Yeah. I'm stronger than you, though. I'll fucking suck you.
I'll suck that.
Who the hell are you anyway?
I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey in the constellation of Cerberus. I'm 903 years old.
You are part of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
Could you all just stay still a minute because I am talking?
I also realized I forgot to turn on intro video.
Oh, well. We're back for episode 8 after a long hiatus.
It's only 2 weeks.
That's a long time.
It is.
So I'm here, as always, with my faithful traveling companion, the beautiful, the bodacious Nate Ward.
Hi, everybody.
And as always, I am your lame host, Brandon. And we're joined today in the studio by Austin Cooper,
Hey.
That's a double entendre today.
Dick Sucker Extraordinaire.
You being a lame host. Because not only are
That's
you
true.
lame, but
That's
you're
true.
also limp.
I am actually lame. I have been lame since last Sunday. It's great. So what do we want to talk about today? Austin, I know that you are a huge Star Wars fan.
Yep.
Great. Okay, well, the biggest news...
Thanks for
Austin,
thanks for chiming in.
Austin, thanks for joining us. Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
So the biggest news is finally, at long last, after 2 months of waiting, Doctor Who is back. Only now on Amazon. What are you guys doing?
I
I was bringing him closer for the
I
camera.
was ass scooching.
Doctor Who is back. Only now they're on Amazon. So if you have a Prime account, you are welcome to stream it. So
Yay.
from here on out, our shows will consist of me educating Nate in
And young boys.
in Doctor Who. We will.
That's why we have Austin here.
We will go through the new series, all seasons, all series. It's series, not seasons in Doctor Who.
Yeah, because that's a British thing, right? Like
Right.
it's series
Right,
1
right.
and series 2.
So I will have Nate watch them, and then we will give our weekly review until we were caught up, and hopefully it'll take us into next year when Doctor Who returns to us. I don't know if you guys
Indeed.
saw on April Fool's, but Bruce Campbell tweeted that he was going to be the next Doctor.
I wanted that to be real.
How awesome would that be?
That would be amazing.
I would love to see Doctor Who with a Evil Dead twist. So before we get into, talking about whatever we end up talking about, because as always, there's not a lot of Who news, I want to talk about the website buygofigure.com. And if Nate, you could give me some sweet, sweet Lego
Oh
sound.
yeah, I forgot to pull that up.
I told you to pull it up.
No, you didn't tell me. Austin told me.
That should have... Dude, you like Austin more than me. That should have resonated more. Anything Austin says should resonate with you. Everything he says is groundbreaker. I can't talk. Everything he says is
What was it called
groundbreaking.
again?
I don't know. It should be in your tabs.
AMR?
It's in your tabs.
Lego noise? Or something like that?
No, it's just Lego sounds. Is it? It's okay. So on your bar at the top, it's
Yeah,
all the way to the
ASMR.
right.
It's right here.
Please wear
ASMR,
headphones.
not AMR. I was close.
Okay, well, I really took the long way around to get to
don't they-
this sound for like a second.
Why are we listening?
Because we're talking about Legos.
Right. Usually it's a little bit smoother of a transition than that.
This is weird.
All right, point being, I wanted to plug the website buygofigure.com. Right now they have all of your custom Lego Doctor Who needs. All 12 Doctors, plus Amy and Rory. And if you're into X-Men, Star Trek, anything like that, you're going to be happy. They have all of that too. So go check out buygofigure.com. And I don't have anything else to say about it because I haven't gotten far enough in. Check it out.
But I want to keep listening to this Lego stuff.
Check it out.
I
My
like
dick's
this.
my dick's getting hard.
It's freaking me out. I don't like it.
I love how this one is 3-dimensional. It goes around you.
What's that weird crunchy sound?
Someone's
eating the Legos?
Someone's swirling fucking barbecue chips right now.
Anyway, bygofigure.com.
Indeed.
Onward.
Onward we march.
Okay, I've said my piece. Nate, Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars. So for those of us that are in the current generation, we have episode 7. For those of you that act like it's 1995, you have to wait till Tuesday for it to come out for physical release.
Or people who like to actually physically own and hold things that they buy.
Yeah, you guys are weird. Anyway, so no.
Is this show gonna turn into me ass raping you again?
Well,
'Cause
no.
I'll do it.
No, here we go. So here's the thing. 5 years ago, I would have agreed with you. But now, with digital media, you get all the extras in the digital content. There's no need to buy the physical disc.
Except to physically own it. It's a
Yeah,
wonderful
but
feeling.
again, that's a weird thing.
It's not a weird thing.
I mean, it's
Austin,
preference.
You saw my room last night.
Yeah.
You realize that I'm in line with you.
Exactly.
In that, I have the digital release, but I will get the DVD
Yeah,
because it's Star Wars and I need that.
Yeah, it's cool
Right.
to have the actual physical. There's a lot of effort in that you don't have digitally. You don't. It's not
effort?
the same. The what effort? Do you not enjoy when you sit down and you look at your Star Wars and you see the box and you?
I
can
don't
read
sit
all
down
the
and look
shit
at the
that's in-
box art
That's
of my
weird,
movies.
man. Why?
If anything,
that's art, man.
The box
That's a part
art
of
comes
it.
up when I load the movie on my phone.
Oh, you're so sterile.
Anyway,
It's
regardless,
sad.
yeah. So it's out on digital release. So both of my kids have gotten to watch it, and they both really love it, which is really cool.
Yeah, there's great photos that none of you will see of his kids drooling over it.
Well, if they follow me on Instagram,
And?
xCynicX, they'll see it.
Okay. And how do you spell that?
XSYNEKX.
One more time.
XSYNEKX.
That's XSYNEKX at Instagram. Nate Ward.
Oh, it was just the wife telling you your pizza's done. Okay, you
Yeah.
are excused.
Austin, your
I'm-
pizza's done.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go get
Okay,
it.
go
Are
get-
you going to come back?
Go get your pizza.
I don't know
Why are you so bored by our podcast?
why.
Because he doesn't.
Because
he's not rad.
This podcast is gonna make me grumpy if it goes the way it's going.
Why don't you come back?
Because he's an old soul.
Captain Plastic over here.
Captain Plastic.
Well, I hope that you come back and give us your input.
Anyway, so regardless. So yeah, digital episode 7's out. It's awesome. It looks great. The special features are really cool. I've gone through about half the deleted scenes so far. I haven't started the documentary yet. Have you watched it yet?
No, I watched the table read and I watched the deleted scenes. Which, did you notice no Maz Katana using the Force?
Yeah, they took it out.
I didn't know that it was even in there in the first place. I thought it was all speculation.
No, somebody had seen the scene.
Really?
Yeah.
They should have left it in.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they don't. People would argue over whether it was canon or not, I guess. I don't know.
Whatever.
How was the table read?
Table read was good. You get to see them really sweating it. Like even though they had the roles, like everybody,
Right.
if you listen to them, they're kind of interviewed throughout, and you can all see that they're like, "Oh, we did a shitty job." Like
Right.
what the hell is the chick's name that played?
Daisy Ridley?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, I sucked," and da, 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 da. And right up until the point we started filming, I was totally unsure.
Right.
The person with the most charisma was the guy that played Finn Boyega.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely was giving it his all. But the cool thing about that was all the marks and all the narration parts.
Right.
Mark Hamill read, so everybody was in the room with Luke, and it was so surreal to see all the old characters and new characters together just doing that.
Right.
And I'm sure everyone in the room was like, "Oh my God, it's Luke Skywalker. He's a real person." That's how I would be anyway. So yeah, that was cool. The deleted scenes, I don't know. Aside from Kylo Ren searching the Millennium
Yep,
Falcon, I
that's
thought
one of
they
the
were.
ones.
Yeah. Other than that, I wasn't overly moved. I'm pretty sure that the movie was fine without everything they had there.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they're there. These are people that they know how to edit, they know how to create content, they know what should be there and what shouldn't be there. So they're deleted scenes for a reason. They're not going to delete important things.
Right.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it again. I've watched about half of it since it came out because, it came out on Friday and I was at work. And
Austin's back with pizza.
he is. I don't like pizza, so. Oh, that smells fucking horrible.
Smells fucking
man.
great.
Anyway,
Austin,
almost
I
like
need
your
to
taint.
talk to you.
Yeah, what's up? About what?
Can I have a piece of your pizza?
Go ahead.
No, I don't want any.
but anyway, yeah. So no, it's cool and it's exciting and I love the movie. I love BB-8. Kylo Ren or Austin is really badass in the movie.
Thanks.
Austin is the perfect amalgam in this podcast since he looks like a mix between Kylo and the 11th Doctor.
Oh, it was like when Lizzie was watching it with Catherine, when Kylo finally took his mask off, she goes, Mama, it's Austin. So, but
Take
yeah,
that.
it was a great movie. I still say Adam Driver nailed it as Kylo Ren. I loved the character. One of my favorite villains. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited now having it relaunched again. I'm once again reinvigorated and excited for Rogue One.
I
Right.
think
I think Rogue One actually got pushed back, unless
Yeah.
that was an April Fool's.
I think at least for me, I think Force Awakens, though a good movie for sure. It definitely wasn't anything new
No,
by
it
any
was-
means.
it
I
was
enjoyed
not.
it a lot. I love the movie. There's nothing new, but we didn't need anything new. I don't.
No.
I don't agree with people that complain that it wasn't original enough. For one thing, everyone bitched and whined because the prequels were too many negative things. And everyone with a new Star Wars movie wanted it similar to the original trilogy to have that vibe back. And that's exactly what you got.
Yeah.
But then those same people that wanted that are like, oh, it's too much like the original.
But see, that's the trouble with fandom now and why
Right.
it makes me
Oh, no one's
scared.
ever happy.
No, you
It
can't
never
please
ends.
anybody. And with the advent of the internet, everyone has a platform to bitch on now.
Yeah, they really
What I-
do. And
what
it's
I-
unfortunate.
What concerns me, I mean, as long as they make money, they'll continue. But the fact that everyone is so ungrateful to have what they've always wanted once they get it, just be happy you have it. Just be happy you live in a time where, oh my God, every fucking thing that you could ever like is there and it's mainstream now.
I think it's because a lot of people don't know what they want. And they think they want one thing and then they get it and they realize that's not what they wanted and now they have to have something else.
Well,
and-
the X-Men movies aside, so far I've pretty much gotten what I wanted out of comic book.
Well, I liked the
entertainment.
two most recent, the Days of Future Past and First Class. I thought
I
those
think
were
they're-
the best of the five.
I think they're decent movies, but they're not good X-Men movies.
No, they're not. And
They're
I
not
agree
true to
with
the
you-
X-Men at
I
all.
agree with you that those movies are better than the X-Men trilogy we got beforehand.
Right.
But
sure.
I agree with Austin in that they're not X-Men movies. They're something, but they're not true to the source material at all. They're shit.
Yeah.
The only one actually, and I'll stick by this, the only X-Men character in the new ones that I feel really is genuinely good as an X-Men character is Magneto. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, Ian McKellen did a good job.
And then Michael Fassbender's version of him too is also
Yeah,
really good.
yeah,
Yeah,
he was
he's
awesome. You didn't like McAvoy as Professor X?
I like McAvoy as an actor. His Professor X is what I've gotten out of McAvoy in 50,000 other movies he's in.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not bad, but it's not. It ain't no Patrick Stewart.
No, I'll take Patrick Stewart
Yeah.
for sure, especially being a TNG fan. So we talked
yeah.
about Mark Hamill a second ago.
Oh, okay. What about him?
I just wanted to backtrack on that. He's on Facebook trying to get 1 million likes to leak. I'm going to say leak.
That
not
already
really
got.
leak.
Yeah, it was a Facebook.
Yeah.
It was an April
It
Fool's joke.
was April
Yeah.
Fool's?
Yeah.
That was my second
He was
question
about
to that.
he was about like 10,000 away,
Was he?
and it was Twitter followers that he
Was
was
it?
going for,
Okay.
and he was about 10,000 away, and then admitted to everyone it was a joke.
Okay, well, great.
Yeah.
Fake or not, point being, if that was even going to happen, would you even want any of the movie spoiled for you?
No.
I would.
At this point, like for me in Star
No,
Wars,
fuck that.
I stopped watching trailers because it happened with Batman. You see most of the beats of the movie in the trailer.
No, Batman versus Superman gives you like the color by numbers, step by step of what the movie is.
Right, and I don't want that.
No,
Right,
I
but
agree.
see, the
It
episode
sucks.
7 trailers didn't do that. The episode 7 trailers did a very good job
They
of
did.
showing you very little of the
But
movie.
I don't want anything of episode 8 right now. It doesn't
No.
come out until the latter half of 2017.
Right,
I
I
don't
don't wanna
need that
see any
shit
of it.
now.
Right. Yeah, see, I guess, like,
January of next year or Christmas of this year, go ahead. Give me something. So I'm
See-
like, oh, it's only a year away. Yeah.
See, I'm very spoiler heavy. I want to know
I-
everything as soon as I can.
That's really sad, man.
Why is that? Why is everything that I enjoy sad to you?
God, because
I don't like physical media because it takes up too much space. I prefer digital because I click on something and I have every movie that I want. I want to
click.
know. I want to know everything about. Everything is as
So
much
you want
as
to
possible.
know? So you want to know the movie before the experience of seeing the movie for the first time?
What is the difference?
That's
whether
so
I,
stupid.
What's the difference whether I learn about it now or learn about it in 18
Because
months?
you're not enthralled in it. You don't have the joy of experiencing that for the first time
I-
and being like, "Holy what the fuck?" You don't
But
have
see,
that.
I'm not one of those people. Like, I knew Han Solo died, and I knew that Kylo Ren was his son before I went into the theater.
Everyone knew that. That's not a spoiler.
Well, Han Solo dying. was a
Harrison Ford coming out and saying, I wanted to die 30 years ago is a spoiler. Han Solo's going to die if you're not an idiot.
I would never get old enough to say that I wanted to die 30 years ago.
Yeah. What I'm saying is
if
it's...
I'm Han Solo or not, I don't care.
Yeah, the point is that's not a
wanna live.
spoiler. What I'm saying is watching, like, perfect example, the for Batman and Superman, like, you have the meeting of those two talking to each other as Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent. That little meeting with Lex Luthor, with the stupid, like, chest slap thing.
Yeah.
That whole dumbass scene.
I would not
the
pick a
scene
fight with him.
Yeah, the scene when Doomsday drops down, Wonder Woman's wrist gauntlet block, the shield block, like, all that shit would have been awesome seeing it for the first time in the movie. Like, holy shit, like, Wonder Woman, fuck, you're badass. But
Right, so you
when
and
it
I
happened, I was like, okay, I already saw this.
We both listen to Fat Man on Batman, right?
Yeah,
so we have
absolutely.
the same points on that. Okay, so as you've gotten farther away from that movie, I enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. You were lukewarm on it.
Actually, even since doing our spoiler cast, the further apart I get from it, the more I didn't like it.
Okay.
It's a great movie.
At first I was like, yeah, I'd go see it again, and now at this point I'm like, I have no desire to see that again.
I still want to see it again, but my question for Austin is that, basically, as you've gotten farther away from it, do you have more animosity toward that movie than you did when you initially were excited?
I mean, realistically, that movie has to cram in 5 movies
it
in
has
one.
a lot of story to build.
But
lot
the
of
thing is,
backstory.
That's
people-
the problem.
no.
It didn't though. It didn't have to do that.
Yes, it did. And the reason why...
Because they're playing catch up with Marvel.
No, that's not why. The reason why... If you've... Again, you have to read the comic to understand, which you haven't. But Batman versus Superman, that story alone has so much shit in it that inevitably ties into the Justice League. Movie aside, that's what happens. That's how it's written.
But here's the thing,
You
though,
have
is-
to have that in the movie.
Here's
You
the
have
thing,
to.
and I heard this on another podcast, so I can't really take credit for this train of thought, but they blew their entire load on this movie.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. What do they have now for Justice League? Because at the end of Batman vs. Superman, spoiler if you haven't seen it yet, you have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Now, personally, I don't really care about Wonder Woman or Superman because I'm a Batman fan. But either way, regardless, you have your 3 main players of the Justice League at the end of
Yep.
Batman vs. Superman. Nobody in their right mind is going, oh, well, this is awesome, but just wait till Aquaman gets here. Like, they have their 3 main players there.
And this is where you're wrong, and this is where I feel bad because you don't understand or appreciate the source material. But Avengers is the same way. I love Cap. Iron Man's great. That's pretty much all you care about. Hulk's all right. He doesn't really
but
do
nobody
anything.
even cared about Iron Man
But what
until the movies.
what I'm saying
Right.
is, what you see those are the main 3. Then you've got Thor and everyone else that gets added onto it.
I'd say
But
Thor is probably the one
No,
I don't care about.
I love Thor, but I
I don't
mean,
like Thor.
but what I'm saying is those are the main 3, and those are the main links that you see link up first. But then when you finally see everyone together, that was a special moment on screen.
Well,
that
no,
was good shit.
And maybe this is because I'm a Marvel guy over a DC
Well,
guy.
there
that
lies
could-
your problem
that could be-
already.
what, that I like better comics? So,
It's so ignorant, man.
but here's
Come
the
on.
but here's the thing is, Ant-Man standalone movie, I loved it. I didn't really give a shit about Ant-Man before the movie, but I loved it. Guardians, same deal, great movie.
Have you ever read either of those?
No. All of
that's a
these
problem.
all of these side characters that really, before 5 years ago you wouldn't think deserved their own movie are having their own movies, and they're great. I mean, fucking Deadpool had his own movie and it was phenomenal.
All right, well,
Well, hold on though, but who's going to go see an Aquaman movie?
Thousands and thousands of people.
I mean, I might because they fixed him at
no,
least,
but here's the okay. Gee, oh, you're making my brain hurt. Okay, 2 things. Number 1, they didn't fix him.
oh, he looks so badass. Aquaman has never looked badass. Ever.
Yes, he has.
Yes, let me just throw on my fluorescent green and yellow jumpsuit and ride my seahorse.
That's his character.
I am badass.
I get that you're all anti-gay.
I'm not
You
anti-gay.
are. You are. But
No,
that's,
I'm not.
That's this character. He's supposed to be the flamboyant one. Get over
Okay,
it.
but you don't
Doesn't
have
make it bad.
Be sure to
No,
check
but
out
he-
bygofigure.com.
No,
Yeah,
but he's
definitely.
not badass.
He is badass. You wouldn't know because you haven't read the comics.
That's like saying
Exactly. You're
What is
speaking
badass
shit.
about
You don't,
him?
what is badass about him? For one thing, he beat the shit out of Superman and the Flash by himself.
All right, the
for
Flash
a
is
long
another one.
fucking time. What? Another what?
all the guy can do is run fast.
How ignorant are you? Honestly,
can the
on a scale of 1 to 10, how
But
ignorant
my
are you?
point
He
is-
can time travel.
My point is he's a side character.
No, he's not
a main character.
Yes, he is, and you don't understand that because you haven't read the Justice League.
I don't have- okay.
There's no main character in the Justice League. They do everything
Batman and
together.
Superman are the
no,
main characters.
They're not. Actually, Cyborg does more shit than both of them.
Anyway,
but you wouldn't know
but the
that.
point being
no,
is-
don't make a
and-
point. No. You can't argue a point that you don't understand. That doesn't make any sense.
Right, but you're also arguing two different things because the DC and the Marvel cinematic universes are not in line with the comics. They are their own separate story
Not
arcs.
true.
It is true.
No, it's not true. Again, for one thing, you haven't read either comic, so you can't even agree to that. That makes no sense. So again, you're being ignorant. Number two, the Batman versus Superman movie we just saw is a comic.
Was like
You
three
can read it.
different things.
Yeah, it was 3 comics in one that
Dark
you
Knight
had.
Returns.
Yeah,
It was Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight
it was also
Returns.
Death of Superman.
Yeah. Well, okay, for like 5 minutes.
Right, but that was the problem with that movie was they crammed in multiple different story arcs. That was unnecessary. They could have made a Dark Knight Returns movie and it would have been fine.
Have you seen the Avengers? The first one. You've seen the Avengers, right?
Yes.
You've seen that movie. You like it?
the original one or
Yes.
Age of Ultron?
No, the Avengers.
Yes, the Avengers I like. Yes.
You like it? That's good shit.
Yes, it
You
is.
realize that's like 13 comics in one?
That is the
No,
Avengers
you wouldn't.
storyline.
No, it's not. It's actually not. It is several different storylines from all those characters woven into one.
Okay, well, that being said, watching that movie front to back, you don't feel like that.
I
At
did.
least I didn't. It
I
felt
did,
very
but the reason
linear.
why is because I've read all of the comics that created that movie. So when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, oh, now I'm reading that. Oh, now I'm reading. Oh, now I'm reading that. Oh, that's how it went. For
Right,
me.
but to somebody that goes into that movie...
But you're telling me that people aren't going to go see a movie of a comic book character that exists now because thousands of fucking people love them.
Can I
So,
just say really
yes,
quick?
they're going to watch and understand it. That makes no. Your argument makes no sense.
I just want to put this
Zero
out there
sense.
before the animosity gets any more.
All right.
Oh God, I fucking love it when you two go at it like this. It gets me so wet.
Ew, that's gross.
It's such great content, man.
I'm kind of violated.
Look at that. That right there speaks for itself.
What, Rotten fucking Tomatoes?
29% on
So let me
Rotten
so let me get this
Tomatoes.
straight. So Rotten Tomatoes, which is critic based only. No, shh.
Well, hold on.
Critic
Deadpool has an 83.
Do you know why Deadpool has an 83?
Because it was fucking amazing.
No, actually, as a movie, Deadpool wasn't that great.
better than Batman vs. Superman.
No, they're actually equally as good in their own thing that they're doing. Neither one of them is better. The thing about Deadpool, and the only reason why it has the hype and the praise that it does, is because of the movie. The movie itself is meant to be anti-establishment. That's Deadpool's character. That's why it is what it is, because 16-year-old kids who have never read Deadpool before think it's edgy and cool to like Deadpool.
But
And
that's not the 16-year-old kids. Those are professional critics.
Dude. The fact, honestly, that you can sit here and tell me that Rotten Tomatoes is the basis of a good movie is sad.
Typically, Rotten Tomatoes is fairly spot on.
No, they're fucking wrong all the time. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
I mean, I know people who were excited as hell for this movie that saw it and was like, what was that garbage?
you realize that's every movie. There's
do you-
always at least one guy when a movie comes out that's like, fuck, that was terrible.
Okay, so, all right, then let's talk about now that we've...
I know people that have spent hours
Well, hold
trying
on,
to
before we
explain to
go
me why
into
The
more
Force
Batman,
Awakens
see, this
sucks.
is why you should have been on the spoiler cast. So, well, I know a lot of people who said The Force Awakens sucked.
Yeah, but-
and I can see where they're coming from.
But it doesn't make any
I
sense.
liked it. Well, they didn't want episode 4 in HD.
Yes, they did. Those are the same people that said they wanted that.
Yeah,
I know.
they did.
But
That's my point. That's ignorant as fuck.
Okay, so what about Deus Ex Martha? Like, let's just throw this in so it fixes the plot.
That's in the comic. That's a line.
That's
a
in
scene.
the comic.
That's a scene. That is literally a scene.
Your mother's the same name as mine.
As my mom.
Mind you, she's
That's
not
a
even
thing.
your real fucking mother, yet I'm going to completely ignore that you were responsible for thousands of my employees dying and instantly become your best friend because your fake mom has the same name as my mom who died, 40 years ago?
Well, if you needed a 6-hour movie to have them sit down and have a nice talk about their parents and things that happened to them and blah, 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 then we could do that. Maybe
Even
no, hang on. Maybe in the extended cut, they'll have a 35-minute scene where they talk.
Even if that plot device is part of the comic, in my opinion, that's a stupid plot device.
How does that make the movie bad, though?
Because that's a stupid plot device.
No, it's not. It's not a plot device. It's a part of the
That
story.
would be like if I was beating the fuck out of you, and
Yeah.
then I found out that our moms had the same name. So I was like, oh, our moms have the same name. I shouldn't be beating you up. I'm
Dude,
sorry.
it's-
Let's be
see,
best
again,
friends.
it's not that black and white.
But
And
it
that's-
is.
No,
But
it's
the
not.
movie
No,
made
it's
it that
not.
black
No,
and
it
white.
didn't. Are you kidding me? Zack Snyder tried so hard in that movie to ensure you
Oh, don't even
remembered-
talk about him. I have another problem with him.
Of course you do. You always have a problem
He's
with
a
everybody.
horrible director.
No, he's not. Have you seen The Watchmen? You tell me that's horrible?
I didn't like it.
You are so
I'm not a
fucking
DC
dumb.
fan.
So shut the fuck up about the movie. That's what I want.
But-
no, shut up.
no.
That's what I want from you.
But we're
If you
podcasting. We don't want to shut
But,
up.
but hold on though, because I also wasn't a Guardians of the Galaxy fan, but I loved it when I saw it.
Oh my god.
I had never heard of.
Fucking
I had
God.
never heard of Guardians of the Galaxy.
That doesn't mean you don't like it, you idiot. You just haven't read it. How can you not like
By-
something you've never read? Why are
I
you
didn't.
so dumb?
I didn't say I disliked.
You just said you didn't like it.
Right. I didn't say I disliked it.
I don't like it. That means you dislike it.
No,
you
it
fucking
doesn't.
idiot.
It can mean I'm neutral.
Oh my god. Then say you were
You
neutral about it.
You either dislike it, you have no opinion, or you like it. Well, if you don't like it, you're one of the two other options.
Why are you so dumb?
How is that dumb?
I hope that people, because they have before, and I've been Facebook messaged about it by people.
Hello, Ashley and Steve in the chat room.
Yeah, I hope people who are hearing this understand how incoherent you are in your
Wait,
points.
you've been Facebook messaged about my
I've
incoherency?
had people message me thanking me for being on the show for pointing out how stupid you are sometimes. I've had people message me about that.
But why?
Because you're fucking
Okay,
stupid.
no, I
I
can
hope that
either.
doesn't happen from my account.
But
No,
I,
you're good, buddy.
But I can either like it, have no opinion, or dislike it.
Okay, that's fine.
So if I don't like it,
But how
it's
can-
one of the two other
But
options.
how can you dislike
I
something
didn't
you
say,
haven't seen?
I didn't say I disliked it. I said I don't like it,
You're so dumb.
which means I have no opinion.
No.
I don't like it. I
Hey.
don't dislike it.
Hey.
I have no opinion.
Hey, shitbird, can I tell you something? If you have no opinion about something, you know what you say? Nothing! You say nothing!
Do you?
Because you have no opinion.
But we're on a podcast. I have to say something.
Oh, you know what? You can make the podcast excuse all the want, but outside of the podcast, that's still the same.
Either way, okay, let me rephrase this then.
Good.
I had no opinion on
Yay!
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Proper
And
English.
when I saw it, it was well written,
Yeah.
well directed, and
I
it was a
liked
fun movie.
There you go. Good job. I'm proud
I
of you.
had no opinion, other than the fact that I don't like Wonder Woman. I had no opinion on Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
I came out of it thinking that I loved Jesse Eisenberg and I loved
the fuck?
I loved Ben Affleck.
What?
But the rest
Well, I
of the
get Ben
movie
Affleck.
I didn't like. I don't like Cavill. I didn't like Man of Steel. I thought Man of Steel was badly directed.
No, it
I don't like Zack Snyder because he's trying to turn
Snyder's pretzels.
He's trying to turn
Delicious.
He's trying to turn Superman into a Jesus complex. And
That's what he is. What? Why is that so hard for you to wrap your head around? That's what would happen if Superman was here. That's what would happen. That's what we as human beings would do.
which is pathetic. But let's not make this
But
about
it's
religion.
real, stupid.
But anyway,
Makes sense.
I went and
please.
saw the movie, and
Yeah.
I came out of it going, that wasn't as good as it should have been.
No. Well, one thing. What do you mean should have been? How
It's fucking Batman versus Superman.
How can you have a preemptive, like, it should be at this standard if you don't understand the story or what the standard should be? That makes no sense. Why are you so dumb? I'm waiting for the answer of why you're so dumb. I've said it like 400 times.
I don't understand why, because I disagree with you, I'm dumb.
No, it's not a disagreement. That I'm fine.
I can
You
say the
disagree.
movie sucked.
That's fine. You have that opinion.
In fact, a lot
But
of people have said the movie
but
sucked.
people
The movie
don't-
is bombing in the box office.
What? Bombing in the box office? For one thing, globally, it's the best
I
opening
don't care
weekend
about
of a comic
globally.
book
I care
ever.
about domestically.
Why?
Because that's what matters. I don't care what the rest of the
That's
world
what
thinks.
you're so ignorant.
It's domestically.
Okay, so just so you know, all you listeners out there, if you happen to be in another country, he don't give a fuck
I
about
didn't
you.
say that.
You're not domestic.
I
You don't
said
care.
I care about domestic
No, I get it.
income.
Yeah, America only. Yeah, that America
No, that's
pride.
not what I said. You're putting words in my mouth.
I'm gonna put a lot more
I
words in
didn't
your mouth.
say I
buddy.
didn't care about other people. I said I only care about what the movie does domestically.
Why?
Because that is key. Those are the
Okay.
records to be.
Do you support Marvel? You do? You're a big fan. You want them to do well? You should want them
Sure.
to do well overall. Overall. That's what matters. That's what makes more movies come out, is when the whole planet supports it. Not just the U.S. The U.S. isn't the sole basis for things to succeed. That's not how it works. It makes no sense. Look at fucking Star Wars on here, though. Seriously, just saying. Woo! Star Wars! Just saying. Just to
Yeah, it's number one.
Just to go back
It's upsetting
to,
that it didn't break $1 billion, though.
Yeah, I know, right? So close. So close. Yeah, just to throw out Star Wars real quick, though. Super happy about it. Very happy.
Well, now
Star
that we're
Wars,
talking about
great
Star
job.
Wars again,
It's only it hasn't even
and
done
you talked
300
about
million
Batman.
yet.
Yeah, it's not going to do amazing domestically. It's not.
So there's
Globally,
a teaser
it'll be
out.
fine.
There's a teaser out for the Killing Joke now, which I'm really excited.
Oh,
about.
the weird computer animated one. Yeah. That should be good.
I'm really happy to have Mark Hamill come back as the Joker for
And
that.
I always forget that damn. What's that guy's name that does the voice of Batman? Like the voice of Batman.
Will Arnett?
No, Will Arnett. No, you fucking idiot.
Will Arnett does Lego Batman.
No, the actual voice of Batman.
I love Lego
the
Batman's
one that's
voice.
done
The
all
animated
of the
series
animated
one.
series,
Who
every
incidentally
movie,
is
all
like-
of the Arkham games. The voice of Batman.
He's old.
Oh
too,
man, I can't believe that
guy's great.
Jurassic
What is-
World only fell 6 million short of beating Titanic.
That movie was so overrated.
Jurassic World,
Oh my
it was the
God.
best of the four.
What?
Kevin Conroy.
Are you trying to tell me that? Oh, Kevin Conroy, yes, awesome. You trying to tell me Jurassic World is better than the original Jurassic Park?
I find it maybe not a better movie, but I found it to be more entertaining.
Fuck.
There was more action. It kept you on the edge of your seat. It was.
Brandon, this is where I need you to speak up. I'm tired of doing this alone.
I'm not alone in that thought.
Help
There
me.
are a lot of people who say that
Help
World
me.
was one of the best ones.
Oh God, help me.
It was the best one since the first one.
Exactly.
But
It's
the
definitely
first
the
one-
best sequel.
The first one, we had never seen anything like that before. And just the scene where you see Grant go down on his knees and there's the Brontosaurus.
Oh fuck yeah.
Chills every time. And that movie amazingly holds up.
Yeah.
You have the cast is perfect. And I love fucking Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, Chris Pratt.
I love Chris Pratt, but I mean, give me fucking Goldblum and
Oh hell yeah.
Grant, whose name I can't. What the fuck is his name? The guy who played Grant.
I don't remember.
See, I think
Doesn't matter. That movie had Sam Jackson in it because he's in every fucking movie.
No,
Newman.
Newman. Yeah, the fucking Newman.
I love that.
Till he
first
dies,
movie.
anyway.
Yeah, well,
Spoiler alert.
it was a good death.
See, I think, and this is probably where you and I butt heads a lot. I think that there is way too
Yes, in the
much.
chat room we can see that.
There is way too much credit.
I mean, can they see this us?
Yes, we can see this. You.
Oh, Sheridan Gaming.
I can see this.
Hello. It's way on that side. I think there's way too much credit for things being the first. I think there's way too much credit for that.
Well, I'll tell you what's different in this. The first Jurassic Park movie, amazing, and again something we had never seen before. The second, the new one, Jurassic World,
Right.
money grab.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah,
absolutely.
but that's-
Reimagining, reboot, money
corporate
grab.
as fuck.
Nothing stands out. It's like you and I were talking about, Austin, with frontmen who stand out.
Yeah.
You don't have that in movies anymore.
No.
The age of the great actor has gone away.
Yeah, it's really depressing. Well, it's like actually me and my
you still do in a way.
No, me and my dad were talking about the Expendables the other day, and how
Right.
we were bummed out because the idea that Stallone had was really cool. Is to start it off with all the actors of old that everyone knows, the original action heroes, and then slowly bring in the new people, and then have new action heroes carry it on.
A passing of the gauntlet throughout many movies.
Yeah, the problem is the fucking no new actor. They're not fucking good. No one can hold up to what the old guys can still do. So it sucks. That whole age is gone.
Yeah, we live in idiocracy now, and
Yeah.
it shows in our art.
Oh, it's so depressing.
It's
Dude,
like,
music,
again, with the
fucking
music. What's
games,
popular
movies,
music
everything.
in this country now, it's totally fucked.
Yeah, the fact that Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, are the main three things you hear, it's sad. It sucks.
I wouldn't put Taylor Swift on the same level as the other two.
What? They're the
You know-
same thing.
Do you know how much pleasure I get when he goes, "What?"
Dude, Taylor
Ugh.
Swift writes like maybe 10% of her material.
Now that she's become a
No,
pop
not
artist.
now. Even in the beginning.
No, she wrote her
Are
entire
you
first album.
No, she did not.
She
At all.
co-wrote it.
She has an entire producing team that writes all of her music. That is not fact. I don't know what the hell you're pulling that from.
I thought there was.
You
I
thought
swore
wrong.
that she had helped write most of the album.
No. No, well, she's there. She has to sing it. She has to be a part of it. So if you want to consider that helping,
I don't know.
then sure.
As a country music fan, I enjoyed Taylor Swift's first 2 albums. Then once she went pop, I didn't really care for her.
It sounds the
But
same.
like Teardrops on My Guitar, Romeo and Juliet, or Love Story, whatever it's called, like
I don't
they were
even know
good
one
songs.
song by her.
It's because it's all the fucking same. It's so plastic and hollow.
I always wonder about how these people get so famous. Like, I guess my finger's not on the pulse, but those 3 people you mentioned, I couldn't name a song by any of them.
I don't know any Selena Gomez songs.
I don't
Can't
know
keep
any
my
of it.
hands to myself.
Justin Bieber has that duet that he does with Rascal Flatts.
Is it popular though? Does it get radio play
What,
or
Selena Gomez?
Any of it?
Yeah.
Are we at a point now where they're just famous for being famous?
Yeah.
A la Kardashian?
Yeah,
No,
no,
that's
they
literally
are.
no. That's literally what the state of everything is now. It's not about you're not popular. You're not a part of things for talent. You're literally just fucking there because you're there.
If you subscribe, Sheridan Gaming, be sure to go to Ink Geek Studios and subscribe to the rest, because if you like this, you'll like the rest.
Yeah, all of our shows have an overall arcing theme, but typically when Austin's on them, they all become this.
Sorry.
Love you, buddy. No, you just like to grind into me, so mentally and physically.
Interesting
Wait a
choice
minute.
of words. I am going to bow out. Thank you for joining us on
but anyway,
Sonic
but
and Sabers.
but back to my point, though.
Grind away, boys.
I think there's way too much credit that is given for things being first. Just because you're the first doesn't mean you did it the best. And like being original there's way too much credit given for that. Like, if you have an idea and your idea is cool, good for you. But then if somebody else turns around and makes that idea infinitely better, you don't get instant credit for that.
Well, yes, you definitely get credit for creating something that no one's had before. I don't know how you could say that you don't get credit for that. That's fucking retarded.
Well, no. But I mean, like it's not like, I don't know. I just think it's like, oh, well, that was naturally better because that was first.
Let me explain it this way.
All right.
I don't like Ed Norton's Hulk movie. I don't like the
Really?
shitty Eric Bana Hulk movie.
No, I didn't like that one, but
I'm
Ed
gonna be
Norton's
honest,
was good.
It's kind of boring. But I'll take Ed Norton's Hulk movie over the Lou Ferrigno Hulk TV show.
Right.
Just because I personally find that more true to the comic. That's the
Right.
only reason why. Yes, back then in the Lou Ferrigno fucking Bill Bixby days, they didn't have the technology
what is
to
it,
make what they do now.
The late 80s, early 90s
No, it was-
Avengers?
Wait, yeah, you know what I mean? But like, I will credit Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby for being the first ones to give you the Hulk. They were the first ones to put it on screen for you. Like that old shitty Captain America movie where he wears the motorcycle helmet with the wings on it.
Right.
You know, you wouldn't have the Chris Evans cap now if it weren't for that.
No, and I don't disagree. And you could say the same for like the Batman TV show with Adam
Yeah.
West, and which was meant to be campy. It was
But
never
you
meant to be
wouldn't.
serious.
But you wouldn't have had Batfleck if it weren't for him.
Right, exactly. But I mean, and even, to take this like into gaming, like look at World of Warcraft. If it wasn't for things like EverQuest and Asheron's Call and Ultima Online, you wouldn't have World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Yet World of Warcraft is infinitely better than the other 3 games I just mentioned.
I mean, I can't argue that because I don't play any of them.
Right.
So I don't know.
Well,
I'm not in the loop
Well,
with
the other
MMOs.
3 are basically dead.
I know Guild
and
Wars, that's an MMO, right? It is, right? Is it not?
I
Is
don't
it
know. I
not?
don't play any
It's
of
an
this shit.
MMO in the literal definition of it's massive multiplayer and it's online.
Okay, well,
but it doesn't have the, I mean, by that logic, Destiny and Division are MMOs
No
because
way.
they're massive multiplayer and they're online.
They're massive co-op online. That's what I call
Yeah,
this.
no, I like that. But Guild Wars tried and failed twice to be a WoW killer, and it was like the first one was
Got
just
cool artwork.
garbage. Oh, Guild Wars looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But Guild Wars 2, there's just no end game.
I've never played it.
There's
I
no
don't know.
end game.
I
There's
just know
no
it looks
rating. But
pretty.
either way, but regardless, my point being is that World of Warcraft is coming up on its 12th year, and it's still 5 million subscribers strong 12 years later. EverQuest can't do that. Ultima can't do that. Asheron's Call is basically gone. So it superseded the games that helped lay the foundation for it. So yes, again, kind of like what we were talking about off air last night, without Ultima and EverQuest or even tabletop D&D, things like World of Warcraft wouldn't exist.
Yeah, there'd be no Skyrim, none of that shit.
Right. So here's that word. I appreciate
Good. There you
where
go.
it came from.
Good.
However, to deny that World of Warcraft is better than any of that stuff is just to kind of ignore the facts and have like a it was first biased.
Well, no, but I'm not like that. But what I'm saying is, as a movie, to go back to Jurassic Park, even as a movie, Jurassic Park is it's a way better movie than Jurassic World. And even Chris Pratt in an interview stated, like, I had a great time. I was honored to be a part of this movie. Go watch Jurassic Park. Like, the moment you're done watching Jurassic World, go watch Jurassic Park.
Right,
because that shit's way better.
Did you not hear what I said? I said that Jurassic Park was a better movie.
It is a
I
better
said
movie.
that Jurassic World, for my personal taste, was more entertaining.
I think it's more entertaining.
It
in the
was
fact
faster
that, like,
paced.
Yeah,
there was more action.
It's kind of like perfect example. Like I asked to go to games again. Like I like aspects of Battlefield. Like it's
Right.
satisfying sometimes to be like 400 miles away on a cliff.
Right,
Snipe
and
some
snipe
some dude out of his truck.
Yes,
you know?
I'm all for Battlefield.
But the thing is, that's badass. But even for me, after a little bit, I'm like, fuck, I need to just run in there and fucking blow something up.
I need some Call of
And
Duty.
then Call
Yeah,
of
but-
Duty comes in.
Right.
I
See, I'll
see.
still take Battlefield. Battlefield still has that aspect.
No, no, it does. What I'm just making an example of like it's no
Yeah,
different
I get
than
it.
people that want to see, the Italian Job for the actual like intelligent, good writing, blah blah blah, with some
Right.
cars in it, and then people who want to go see Fast and Furious and just watch shit
See,
explode.
but you know, and you
fine.
know
This-
what would be awesome? Go ahead, Brendan.
This
that
goes-
should be a cross, by the way. I'm
What?
surprised they haven't done that.
What
The
should be a
Italian
cross?
Job and Fast and Furious.
I'm sure we'll get there.
I'm just saying that'd be pretty cool.
All right,
In a
hold-
world,
we're
in a
all-
world where they cross franchises, that's what'll happen.
Yeah, we're already getting fucking.
So we've talked about it in previous podcasts where at this point in time, none of us have, large attention spans. See, I haven't talked so long. I don't have anything to say.
Oh, I forgot I have my gallon down here.
I know it's warm and flat now. The pacing of movies has to be faster now to hold our attention.
Yep.
We need the I don't know.
Mine still has
the
a
metrics
ice
of the
to it.
movie have changed.
But that's my problem.
So people can't get in this. What the fuck were we talking about before?
I don't, well,
Was
no,
it Ghostbusters?
to go back to
That
Batman.
was
Oh,
perfect-
don't bring up
that was a
Ghostbusters.
perfect point.
We'll be here
But
for
to
hours.
go back to Batman versus Superman, though, that's a problem I had with the movie that you don't understand because you haven't read it.
Okay.
But I can understand why the Martha thing is cool. I can understand why other plot points, when so many of them were in the movie, because I've read the comic. So in my head, when I see it, I fill in the rest of the blanks in my head that you don't know. So I can see, as someone who hasn't read it, seeing it, and they're like, okay, are you going to explain that? Like, that's just, okay, all right, so they're friends now. Okay. Like,
Right.
I get that.
And that's the thing. It's very similar, like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah,
Lord of the
oh
Ring-
my god, that's exactly. Lord of
Right.
the Rings is meant for the people who want to know about the Elvish language, and there's so much content, but even in the movie, there's still not a lot explained that you have to read.
There's a lot introduced, and it's presumed that if you're watching the
You've
movie,
already
you're
read the book.
familiar with the source
Yeah.
material, right? And that's where I draw the line there, because to me, that's not a good movie. Was it entertaining for a fan? Sure, but as somebody going into that who has never
I think
read
it's not
any
a-
of the comics,
Yeah.
or I guess maybe not. It's not a good movie. It's too much of it's too much of a
I think
blanket statement.
It doesn't.
It doesn't tell the story well.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't prepare you enough for what's going on.
Right. Like,
it
there should
doesn't-
have been a movie other than fucking Man of Steel before Batman vs.
See,
Superman.
what they should have done is they should have done, after Man of Steel, they should have done Batfleck's Batman movie, then have Suicide Squad, then do Man of Steel 2, and then you can have Wonder Woman's stupid ass movie.
Right,
And
and-
then
but-
they all could come together. You do Justice League. You care about what they're doing. You have all that
Didn't
backstory.
I say
No,
this at the start?
but
I said this should have been a standalone Batman movie,
no.
not like a preemptive
Well, no,
Justice movie.
I agree with the Batfleck movie. Luckily,
Oh, that would be amazing.
Luckily, they're making one.
Yeah, the room. I don't know if it's confirmed, but
no,
the
he's
rumor I read
he's
was.
directing, writing, and acting.
Oh, that's confirmed.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Oh yeah.
That's gonna be great.
Snide gave him the 100% go-to, so that I'm gonna just to say I beat it because I beat all the other ones.
Yeah.
No, I actually beat it.
I beat Bloodborne.
Oh great, you beat the easy version of.
Those games tackle me.
Oh, they're hard as fuck.
They are hard as fuck, and I don't have the patience.
They if you ever watch honest trailers, okay, to anyone, go to Screen Junkies
I love
on
honest
YouTube.
trailers.
They have a bunch of great shit, but honest trailers is one of the stuff they do. And the honest trailers for Dark Souls is great, but the opening line is some people like to play games for fun, and other people want games to fuck them till they like it. That's Dark Souls right there.
All right, what are we talking about? Goat Busters and then Goat Simulator. Goat Simulator is awesome. That is talk about indie games. That is one of the
Goat
that is,
Simulator is a thing.
that is one of the
No.
few, that is one of the few indie games
It's
that I
pretty-
love.
It's pretty damn entertaining.
Yeah.
It's great to latch your tongue onto the helicopter and just fucking launch yourself. It's pretty fun.
The only other indie game that I'm super, super excited for coming out in a couple months is No Man's Sky.
Yeah, me too.
It looks so good.
That's the one game I've been
You know what's
waiting
really good?
for all year.
Unravel. It's really good.
Unravel.
He plays like this cute little red like little yarn puppet guy,
Yeah.
and it's a puzzle. It's an interactive like 2D 3D puzzle game, kind of like an artsy, way more intelligent Little Big Planet, like that.
Okay, yeah, I love Little Big Planet.
But,
Sackboy.
Okay, but take Little Big Planet, but make it like way more like in depth.
Right.
It's a lot of fun.
Nice.
It's hard as fuck.
What's it on?
PlayStation, Xbox. I think it's on PC too.
And what's it called again?
Unravel.
Unraveled. I will have to check it out.
Yeah, it's cool. I enjoyed it. A lot.
I've been meaning to play. I don't know what the context is. I've been meaning to play that yarn Yoshi game on the Wii U because that looked pretty fun, but I haven't played it yet. I think it's out.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's
it
already
looks-
out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, I don't like a lot of cutesy in my games. Like, I'll play Mortal Kombat over Super Smash
that's why
Brothers.
I don't play Nintendo. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's too kid friendly.
You know, I don't really like, but lately, and maybe it's because I have two and a third kid on the way, but like, I'm enjoying the cutesy stuff. Like, I love Stardew Valley.
Oh yeah,
It's a great game.
Oh yeah,
And
Hyrule
the fact
Warriors.
that one
That's
guy
gonna be good
made
shit.
Stardew Valley, like, that's nuts. And the Yoshi's Yarn thing. You know what game? And I'm really pissed. They came out with a new version of it, a sequel to it on current gen.
Super
or at
Mario
least-
Galaxy?
No, well, on current gen is Katamari Damacy.
Oh yeah.
It was such a great game, and the most recent iteration of it is so horrible.
Oh, you know what's really good though? Just to sidetrack away from all the things we've talked about, because I'm pretty sure I'm probably the only one here that actually cares about it. But Final Fantasy 15 finally got a release date, which is amazing. September 30th. Can't wait. On top of that, they have a full-length like CG animated movie coming out for it, which is fantastic. And they have a 12 or 13 episode long anime that leads up to the release of the game to give you all of the backstory of why those people are friends and what's going on. So when you play the very beginning of the game, it takes off at the end of the anime. Which
Can
is
I just say
fucking
one
awesome.
thing?
What?
Don't get your hopes up. Don't forget about the nightmare that was Final Fantasy 13.
Okay, well the difference though is, for one thing, this is being complete. Final Fantasy got taken over by a new guy, which is lovely, so happy. And on top of that, I mean, Final Fantasy 13 was not great at all. It was a very confused game.
Not
story-wise.
great is saying it lightly.
No, there are parts of Final Fantasy 13 that were really cool. There was a lot of unique ideas in there.
Right.
Unfortunately, that was at the end of what Square Enix was. So when you're dying as a company, you don't fucking look at Mass Effect 3. You know what I mean? BioWare's fucking disintegrating. Everyone's leaving left and right.
Right.
Oh, we'll just kill him.
Right.
Credits.
Yeah, the thing is, I mean, 15 looks cool, and I'm kind of excited for it. I'm more excited for the 7 re-release. I can't wait for that.
You know what? I'm excited too, just because I played that when I was a kid. So for me, it's like, I'm a kid again. Woo!
I dumped
I'm
like
pumped.
300 hours into that
But
game.
like, as much as I'm excited and that's cool, 15 has me more excited because it's a new fucking game. It's genuinely a new game.
Yeah, but 7, it's been, what, over 20 years? Almost 20 years?
I mean, we
It'll
don't
feel like
we
a new
don't
game.
need a Final Fantasy VII remake
Yes,
by
we
any
do.
means. You don't need that
Yep.
at all. No, you don't. Why would you
None
need
of
that?
because since 8 on, none of them have held up to 7.
Yeah, but that you have to wait till 15 comes out.
We've been saying that. You know, okay, like 5 or 6 years ago, the developer of Final Fantasy came out and said, "We know you all want a remake of 7, and we are not against doing it, but we are not doing it until we have made one that is as good."
Yeah.
And then they literally came out and said, "All right, you know what? We realized we're never going to make one as good, so we're just going to remake 7
Well,
for you."
again, and here's some more info and facts that you don't know that you've left out, clearly. For one thing, that was the former creator of Final Fantasy who said that, who got canned. Okay. Then a new guy took over and decided, hey, I'm going to put everything I have into Final Fantasy 15. I'm going to this is a unique Final Fantasy 15 is fucking weird. Final Fantasy has always been weird.
But that's the
this
problem.
Is no, hang on. But this is the one that's actually story cohesive the whole way through.
Well, a lot of them have
this,
been.
But this is a legitimate plot that I can get behind.
Can I say something though?
No.
As a Final Fantasy fan who's been playing since forever,
I have beaten every
the
single
only
one.
Final Fantasy I didn't like was Mystic Quest, and then that shitty thing that came out on GameCube.
Hey, don't hate.
Oh, that was horrible. What was it, like Mystic Warriors or
you
something?
gotta beat all of them.
It's
Man.
garbage.
You gotta beat all of them.
That is why ever since 9, I didn't really care for 9 either, but ever since 9, that is why Final Fantasy has been failing in my eyes. Because of what you just said.
Well, it definitely
they
hasn't been
try
failing.
and change too much. It doesn't need to change. It is Final Fantasy 1 through 9 were the exact same thing. It was the same basic pop into the fight scheme. With 10, they tried to change the class system with that horrible fucking web bullshit. With 11, they tried to make it an MMO, which was highly successful in Japan.
I think one thing you're not paying attention to is you're talking about the way it plays is what they're changing. I'm talking about the story.
Oh, that's a level grinding game. I'm not overly concerned with the story. 7 I loved.
But dude, 15 is completely story driven.
See, I want the level grind. It's kind of like in
Then
Diablo.
go
I
play
want
Diablo.
the gear grind.
Then go play Diablo.
But for me, Final Fantasy was always the level grind.
No, Final Fantasy, though it is a
It
grinding
was about
game
getting
for
your
sure.
characters to
No,
99
but
and
it-
9999 health.
Yeah, but it's
as
so
fast as you can.
But it's for you though. That's what you
Right,
got out of that
that's
game.
what I'm saying, in my opinion.
Thousands of other people appreciate the lore and story of Final Fantasy, which is why 50 bajillion people have it tattooed all over their fucking
Oh, no,
body.
and that's why I'm excited for 7, because 7 was one of the only ones that I got so deep into that game. I loved Sephiroth. I loved Cloud. I don't know what everyone thought so
I don't-
highly about Aerith for. Tifa was obviously the better one.
I don't particularly care for Sephiroth. He's pretty fucking boring.
Oh, I think Sephiroth is
mean,
badass.
he
Like
looks-
that scene where he's walking out of the fire.
Yeah, he looks cool, but I mean, come on, he's fucking boring. He doesn't do or say anything really.
He's the
just
silent bad guy.
But, he's the silent bad guy with generic anime hair and a huge sword.
But for
There are
somebody
50 million other Japanese characters that look
But for
just
somebody
like him.
who doesn't watch anime, I don't make that correlation. I don't have that to hold against him.
Oh, well, I do.
I know. You watch anime, that's fine.
This is why I play PlayStation.
I don't hold it against
This is
you.
why Final Fantasy 15 is exciting for me, because as someone that
Thank you, Steve.
someone on a daily basis who watches and is a part of the culture over in Japan, okay, the best I can without being there, seeing this new game is exciting because it's something new. Like, yes, obviously there are stereotypical character tropes within the main group. There has to be for
Right.
people to
Well, yeah.
relate to who they are.
Right.
But it's still, I mean, the cross between it's reality, but not really, and then dealing with a lot of shit government-wise that we're dealing with now, it's cool.
I feel like we've taken over Brandon's show.
No, I love the content. Go ahead.
No, but I'm
I just
excited.
I don't play any of these games, and I don't give a shit. So by all means, continue.
Well, chime in with something.
I just did. I don't care. Keep talking.
But I'm excited. Final Fantasy 15 is their first attempt in a long time to truly spend man hours writing something good. And that has me excited. That's what Naughty Dog does. That's
Right.
why I love all their games.
I can't
because-
wait for the Uncharted movie.
Exactly, because they take their fucking time writing.
Can we talk? Can I use that to segue a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead. Are you going to
this-
talk about Uncharted?
No,
Aw,
kind of.
okay.
Kind of. I'm going to talk about the original Uncharted.
Okay, great
Well,
game.
no, well,
Like Uncharted 1?
Well, no. I mean the Uncharted
Crash
that was
Bandicoot?
Uncharted. No, Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider.
So anyway, I don't know if you guys have heard. I think Brandon, you and I might have talked about it. We might have mentioned it on this show, but
Great movie.
Ray herself, Daisy Ridley.
Oh, do not fucking make a Tomb Raider movie with her.
It's confirmed.
That's so gay. Oh, that's so gay. That's so. Why didn't they use the chick that they mapped out?
That's what I said.
She's gorgeous.
She is. I don't think Daisy Ridley looks like Laura Croft.
Yeah, Daisy
or Lara
Ridley's
Croft.
a way better actress though,
She is.
and she has the natural sexy accent.
I think. See, I don't.
got a great smile,
see,
too.
Now here's the thing, and I don't.
She has lore, but she's
getting a
not Laura.
Right.
No,
I don't.
exactly.
I don't say this a lot because the second you say this, somebody's going to say you're sexist. I don't think Daisy Ridley is attractive at all. Now I understand that.
How would that be sexist?
Because
Doesn't make any sense.
Because somebody would come around and go, "Oh, do your female actresses have to be sexy?" And no, that's not what I mean. She was badass as Rey in episode 7. She nailed that character. She was believable as that character, and I'm excited to see what they do with her in episode 8. I hate this whole like Mary Sue bullshit that people say because she was amazing. Fuck off, Steve. But anyway, but she is not Lara Croft. She doesn't have the curves. She doesn't look overly athletic. I mean, okay, so I had an argument with somebody about
Gal Gadot.
No, I don't care about Gal Gadot. It's Gal Gadot.
I have the same problem with her. She's a great actress, and I enjoy her as Wonder Woman, but she doesn't fucking look like Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
she
but what does Wonder Woman look like?
What?
Well, all of these women characters in comic books are hypersexualized.
Yeah,
and they're
Wonder
all-
Woman is busty
They're
as
all
fuck.
voluptuous, and that's just the way it is.
Wonder
now.
Woman's got a great.
Yeah, but the thing about
Making
Lara,
these movies in this day and age is hard because you're always going to get these people that are outraged over the fact that they look the way that they do. So they're
Well,
almost purposely going
yeah,
out
but
of their
also-
way to give you skinny
Well,
actresses.
no, but you're also missing a thing too, where nowadays what's considered sexy is women that weigh 0.5 pounds.
Yeah, well, I totally.
well,
Which is
it,
sad.
it depends on what.
No, generic society.
Well, yeah.
That's why all the porno parodies of all these movies are better because they're more true to what we want as men in
Should be
society.
played
Should be
by
played by porn stars.
No, they can't fucking act.
Like we're not
That's
related.
a horrible idea.
Right. No, but the thing is like, okay, so look at Harley, for example, and Margot Robbie.
She ain't got no boobs.
Not at all.
What the hell? Harley
Now-
Quinn's got huge tits.
Now, here's the thing: is somebody argued with me about that and said, "Oh, well, you're just sexist. She's more
See,
than
you
that."
can say that about any character in comics. What female character in comics doesn't have huge tits?
but if you look at Harley in the Batman,
Yes, she does.
if
she
you,
doesn't.
if you look at Harley in the
Rogue
comics,
does not have huge
Storm
tits.
doesn't.
Rogue?
Storm doesn't have huge tits either.
In the comics.
Yeah, Storm doesn't have big tits either.
But anyway,
the fuck are you
but
talking
anyway, if you look at Harley in the Batman Arkham games, those aren't unrealistically huge.
no.
You could get a busty. Kate Upton could have played Harley, although she's a shitty actress. But the thing is, here's what I want to address though, and I meant to address this on Singcast last night, but we got sidetracked really bad. To me, that's not being sexist. That's asking that the actress fit the character.
I agree.
It would be no different than if they casted a scrawny Superman.
That's not that big.
It would.
as big as ever. It's bigger than fucking. What are you talking about?
Jubilee.
But either way,
Jubilee would be the only one.
Up top, I found one.
but either way, it'd be no different than if they casted a scrawny.
Alright, those are pretty high.
If they cast a scrawny Superman, it would not fit the
I
character.
surrender.
Do you not agree?
I was wrong.
Do you not agree?
No,
If
I
they
agree.
cast a scrawny Superman, it's not. It doesn't fit the
They
character.
almost did in Nick Cage, man.
See, but I would have forgiven them for that. That would have been awesome. I would love to have seen a Kevin Smith written Nick Cage Batman or a Superman movie.
That's so shitty.
No, that
Hey,
would-
did you know? Nicholas.
DYK?
No, do you know Nicolas Cage's actual last name?
Fuck, I did at one point.
It's Coppola.
Yes,
He
yes,
is
yes.
Francis Ford Coppola's nephew.
Yes, I knew that.
But he changed his last name because he
Didn't want
he
to
wanted
ride the
earn his
coattails.
career on his own. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
Well, that's news to me.
Oh, he's so awesome.
Great.
He has one temperature at all
Now,
times.
but let me
man.
say this though.
Now, if you watch like Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, or whatever
That's
the fuck
good
that's
shit.
called,
Bad Lieutenant's
that's
a good fucking
role
movie.
for him, man.
But here's why I say Cage is great, okay? Because you guys just got done talking about
Goodbye,
a half hour
Sheridan
ago.
Porn star sent you running, huh? That's okay.
No, he said he's glad he watched.
I think it's a girl.
Is it?
Oh, click on it.
Oh, I don't know.
You have a mouse.
Anyway, here's why, okay? So now I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so Nick Cage, you guys were talking about a half hour ago about how in modern Hollywood all the actors are generic. Nobody stands out. Everyone can be replaced
Nick
by
Cage
anyone.
is not
Nick
modern.
Cage is not one of them.
He's also not modern.
No, he's not a contemporary at this
Nick
point.
Cage
Well,
is like
that's-
60.
Yeah, that's
Nick
true.
Cage at this point's like D-list.
But like,
Sadly.
but like
man.
Nick, but
when
like,
you make Wicker Man and you make all these other shitty movies,
That's
your
like saying
career's gonna go
Sean
in
Bean
the
is modern.
but,
No, he's
but
not.
Nick Cage takes a role and makes it his
No,
own.
you know who's modern? The dude that plays fucking Jon Snow. That would be
I don't
someone.
watch Game of Thrones.
What I'm saying is that's someone that's modern. That's someone that's relevant now. Actors relevant now in the action genre are fucking lame.
I play
Like
with the relevance trunk.
thank fucking God for the Poe Dameron guy, Oscar Isaac. Thank fucking God for him. So I'm like, hey, An actor nowadays with some actual charisma. About fucking time.
I really liked Poe. I
was
thought
great.
the interaction between him and Finn
John
was
Boyega
awesome.
was funny. I enjoyed him for what he was. I'm hoping they do more with him.
Right.
You don't hope that his role gets lessened?
No.
At
I
all?
think there's a lot more to him than is there.
I'm waiting to see what happens in the next movie where he's down and out right now. And speaking of that, why did they not just put him in a back to tank?
I don't know. I don't know what the new medical bed they're using is now. They also could not have access to a lot of shit since the Rebel Alliance consists of like fucking 10 people now.
I'm also,
so-
it's funny they made a political movie in the prequels, but now I want to know about the politics of it all since you still have the fucking First Order and then you have the rebels still
You got-
basically,
you
but
got
you have
Akbar,
the
though.
Republic is back. Like, how's that work?
Yeah, I want to hear more of the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're going to get in the next movie.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
The next, I have a strong. Well, I mean, Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson.
Say
Fucking
AC/DC.
up in there. No, but that guy, he's the director and writer of Looper and several other indie films that are dark.
Yeah,
as fuck.
I'm really excited. for
Looper
8.
was awesome.
I loved Looper.
What I'm saying is, Looper was like
One of the best time travel movies ever.
and it
Looper
was
is
it
slang
was
for cum.
and it was dark and fucking weird. It was
it had- what was it,
dark and-
Bruce Willis and-
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah.
But it was a dark and weird fucking movie.
So it was. Wait, hold on. So, no, never mind. For some reason it popped in my head for half a second that Bruce Willis played Batman at one point.
Ooh, speaking of Batman, let me say real quick.
I was gonna say it was Batman and Robin.
Someone posted a photo of Michael Keaton now, and
Right.
we're saying, why didn't they do Old Man Batman and just brought Michael Keaton back? Because he looks like Old Man Batman right now.
I didn't really like the.
What? Michael Keaton's Batman? The best Batman to date?
Yeah, but he was a horrible Bruce Wayne.
No, he was not. That's what Bruce Wayne is awkward because Bruce Wayne is the alter ego. That's what you don't realize. Batman is
Yeah,
the
Batman
guy.
is yeah.
Bruce Wayne is the alter ego he puts on.
Bruce Wayne is the mask.
I liked him as a kid, but going back, I don't think those movies hold up.
Okay.
I don't think they hold up.
So we're at an
All right,
hour.
new topic
We're,
now.
we're at an hour. That's
We
good.
are. That's good.
Do you really want to go down this rabbit
No.
hole again?
No, we're going to go down a different topic.
I
Man.
can't say that a movie from the '80s doesn't hold up.
No, that's fine. That's your
Just
opinion,
like
man.
Ghostbusters.
But I just didn't know if you wanted to get beat with the big Austin
Like,
dick
I mean,
again.
even Jack Nicholson as Joker was blown out of the water by Heath Ledger. I wouldn't. I mean, Michael
Did
Keaton
you ever
wasn't
dance with
bad.
the devil in the pale moonlight?
I didn't really care
It's
for.
just something
I
I,
didn't
like
really-
to say to my prey.
I didn't really care for Christian Bale as Batman. I thought he was kind of a weak link in those movies, to
I
be
agree
honest.
with you there. I didn't care for that either.
But Batfleck is the best Batman we've ever had on screen.
I agree.
By far.
Best
and
Batman.
And based off what I've seen so far, and mind you,
well, best Batman because that Batman, regardless of who's underneath the cowl, is the closest
Is the
to the
truest
comics
to Batman,
and Arkham
exactly.
and
Right.
everything else.
Right.
No offense to.
We need to really have a
no-
Batman
yeah,
movie to
no-
see how Affleck does
Yeah,
as
no
Bruce
offense
Wayne.
to Ben Affleck, but he doesn't deserve the praise he's getting right now because he hasn't gotten a chance to show us what his Batman really is.
Fair enough.
So we've gotten we've basically gotten a Batfleck trailer.
Well,
That's what
we've,
Right.
we've
given so
gotten
far.
alcoholic Tony Stark out of him so far.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but alcoholic Tony Stark is great.
Yeah, but we haven't seen that in the movies yet.
I gotta
Right.
say too.
Yeah,
just to-
wait, alcoholic Tony Stark?
can we?
You got drunk party Tony Stark, but
Yeah, we
Tony
haven't
Stark's
gotten
character
full-
in the comics
Oh,
has
like
always had
full-blown
alcoholism.
alcoholic.
Can
yeah.
we just?
Well,
to-
I don't think
they
Disney
won't-
will put that.
Well,
in the
and they
movie.
won't
No,
do it too
no, no.
because it's too close to RDJ's personal life and shit.
Right,
Trying
yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah,
over.
yeah.
They're not going to do that.
Right.
But just to go to RDJ real quick. I love Robert Downey Jr.
His birthday's in tomorrow.
I've enjoyed RDJ since the '80s. Like all of it, I think he's great.
I watched U.S. Marshals yesterday.
Yeah.
He's fucking in that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
He was great as Sherlock Holmes too.
I gotta say though, I didn't like Iron Man 3 at all.
No, it sucked.
Bored the shit out of
Hated
me.
it.
Iron Man 2 wasn't great. Iron Man 1 I enjoyed. I think I appreciate Iron Man 1 for starting the MCU. Definitely.
Am I going to surprise anybody if I say that Iron Man 3 was my favorite one?
No,
No, it's not surprising.
but it's
at all.
a fucking shit stain.
Dude, it's
I-
a
It's
bad.
I
movie.
loved it. I thought he was
Hated
great.
it.
I thought RDJ was great.
He
I was
is
a-
great, but that's not fucking an Iron Man movie.
No, at
and they
all.
ruined the Mandarin. That was a great villain.
Dude, Mandarin
all the
is
Marvel
so
movies
awesome.
are all the Marvel movies are really weak in that their villains are really
They make
weak.
Well,
jokes
because
of
Marvel
the
And they
villains are
fucking-
typically weaker than DC's.
bullshit, and they just misuse them in the movies.
That's absolute fact. Ultron, prime example, is capable and did way more than we got.
Right.
Ultron didn't do shit. I show up.
He was a whiny
I'm-
child.
yeah.
It was awful.
I make a couple quippy lines. That's it. And
the
now,
fact that
and
they
now I'm
got-
dead.
And they got Spader, man. Like that could have been
Yeah,
so
what a
fucking
waste!
great.
What a waste of an awesome actor.
Yeah.
That fucking like that movie, like Avengers 2. I understand it's just a placement movie. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
it's no
filling the
different than
gap.
Halo 3 ODST to hold you over until
I
Reach
hated
came
that
out.
fucking game
but you know what
so
I'm saying?
much.
But that game was only created so you're like, okay, well, like,
Yeah.
at least I got something till you know. It's the same thing. That's
Here's
all.
a hand job until you can have anal.
Exactly. Like they had to put that out, but fucking Avengers 2 bored the
Butt
shit out of
fucking.
me. It absolutely bored the shit out of me. And
I will say that Batman vs Superman was better than Avengers 2.
oh, absolutely.
It was better
I
than
don't
Age of
think
Ultron.
I don't.
And I will even, and I've said this. I said this on the Spoilercast. I didn't really care for Dark Knight Rises. My favorite thing
Oh,
about
that
Dark Knight
fucking-
Rises was Bane.
Oh, that was the worst. You know what? Okay,
But
let me.
I would put this over Dark Knight Rises.
Fuck yeah, You know what though? Actually, Dark Knight Rises. Actually, that's a good point to bring
But
up though.
the thing is they're similar in their plot holes.
No, they
They're-
are. And Dark Knight Rises 2 has the same problem that this movie has, is people didn't read all the shit that links that movie together.
Right.
So people are like, oh, what? This movie makes no sense.
Right, but
Like,
I
why
absolutely-
is this happening?
You tried to hold my hand?
No, oh.
I absolutely loved Tom Hardy as Bane. He was the best thing about the movie.
Okay, I like Tom Hardy. I think Tom Hardy is overused in Hollywood, which is unfortunate because he's got about another 3 years before everyone fucking hates him. I don't.
Yeah, because he was what? Mad
Dude,
Max, The
he's
Revenant.
fucking. He's in every the
I guess they're
Warrior,
talking.
fucking Bronson.
The rumor is he's in talks with Indiana Jones.
The fucking dude is actually no. He'll be a character in Indiana Jones, but Spielberg is done.
Oh, Sheridan's back. Welcome back.
Spielberg is done when Harrison is done. Harrison just said that on Jimmy Kimmel.
I hope this is the last one with Harrison.
I fucking no. This needs to be the last one with Harrison and the last one in general. They need to shut.
Well,
the
no,
book.
they can revitalize the series with a new
you
character.
don't need to.
Or they could just try. You know what?
Or
they
you
need to
could
do?
use your fucking
You know what they
brain
need
and
to
create
do?
something new.
They need to cast Chris Pratt as Nathan Drake in the Uncharted movie.
Thank you. I have been okay
And Indy.
Since I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, okay, Harrison Ford, last Indiana Jones movie, Chris Pratt, Uncharted. Then no one's sad that Indiana Jones is done. You get a nice closure, and now you have a new IP.
Or
Why don't they do that
Here's
instead
the
of
thing
trying
now.
to squeeze
He looks
every
just
single
like
dollar
him.
out of Indiana
Who's
Jones?
making the Uncharted movie? What studio's behind that?
I don't know.
Because wouldn't it be awesome if they could cross the universes? If, like, in this movie, Indy
no.
could cross paths with Nathan
No.
Drake?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Gamers would rage beyond belief.
think
Fuck
so?
the gamers, man. Just leave the shit alone.
No,
You don't need to bring them together.
No, I agree.
All right. But anyway, we are at that hour mark. Do we want to wrap up? Because we got WrestleMania starting in less than 2 hours.
Yeah. We don't need to do this all afternoon.
All right.
So thanks for joining us on episode 8. Nate, take us out.
8 and 8.
8, Nate.
8, Nate.
Later
Nate.
on.
All right. Cool. Well, as always, thank you everybody that participated in the live chat room. You guys are awesome. Catch this show every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time at youtube.com/inkedgeekstudios/live. If you like this show, be sure to check out everything else we do over at inkedgeekstudios.com. You can find all of our shows there. And as always, if you like what we do here at Sonics and Sabers and at the rest of Inked Geek Studios, be sure to go to patreon.com/IG Studios and give a little bit of that value back that we give to you and help to support us to continue to do what we do. I need to find out a better way to word that because I say do too many times. Why are you laughing at me?
Yes, you do.
I was yawning.
Do?
Yeah, he was just yawning.
You know what? I forgot. Why am I saying this? I'm sorry. All right. We have
did this last week, too.
I know. We did.
Austin, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
We have to re-record this because we have Austin here.
I'm
and
not
again,
re-recording
I don't
it.
think we should re-record it. I think somebody should just say YouTube over him saying Twitch.
right?
YouTube!
All right. Here
Yeah,
we
let's
go.
do it. We'll just say YouTube.
You've been
over it.
listening to Sonics and Sabers with Brandon and Nathaniel.
Hold on. I have
Those
to turn it up.
headphones kill my ears.
Yeah, those headphones aren't that great. I have to
Fucking
turn this
ears are
up.
killing me.
No, don't log volume. Save. Turn up. There we go.
You've been listening to Sonics and Sabers with Brandon and Nathaniel. Follow the show on Twitter at Sonics and Sabers and on Facebook at facebook.com/Sonics and Sabers. Watch live every...
What the fuck?
I don't know. What happened?
Fucking soundbite being soundbite.
You've been listening
Let's
to
try this
Sonics and
again.
Sabers with Brandon and Nathaniel. Follow the show on Twitter at Sonics and Sabers and on Facebook at facebook.com/Sonics and Sabers. Watch live every Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/InkedGeekStudios. Email the show at sonicsandsabers@gmail.com or call and leave a wonderful voicemail at 207-200-5590. If you would like to help support Sonics and Sabers and IG Studios, please consider going over to patreon.com/IG Studios and give back a little of that value that we give you. We would like to thank all of the current Patreons, all of the wonderful people who joined us live in the chat room today, and all of the wonderful people who also listen to the podcast. For Brandon, Nathaniel, and the rest of IG Studios, have a wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you next week.
There we go.
Bail?
Yeah.
Live on YouTube. There it is. Now we're live.
Now we're live.